Okay, for part 5, we're moving into chapter 8, really about maintaining relationships. This quote from James Russell Lowell is a favorite of mine. Compromise makes a good umbrella, but a poor roof. So my interpretation of this quote is that compromise is okay as a short-term solution, but not something that you want to do, in the long term or continually. So there are 3 types, 3 communication forms for relationships. You want to provide support and comfort. That's one form. You manage privacy in a relationship. That's a second form of communication. And then third, you want to manage conflict. Now, to have a healthy relationship and good communication, you have to establish a healthy communication climate. That's really the overall emotional tone of your relationship. So confirming communication messages, those help us establish a very positive communication climate with your relationship partners. And disconfirming communication messages discourage a positive climate. So, of course, you want to avoid those. So some guidelines for comfort. You want to clarify you're there to support them. You might say, I'm here to help because I care about you. You want to buffer any face threats with politeness. So not everybody sees being comforted as a positive thing. Some people might feel that they're weak if they need to have comfort. So you have to buffer that. Encourage, you might say something like, I can see you're trying really hard to deal with this. You want to use an other-centered message. Something like, tell me about what happened. How did you feel about that? How did you feel? And then you might want to reframe the situation. Help them see it from a different perspective. And then maybe you might want to give advice. My mother always said, be wary when giving advice. Wise men don't need it, and fools won't heed it. And I think that is certainly true today. Don't give advice unless they ask you for it, or you ask them if it's okay if you give them some advice. And that is the end of part 5.